Yes, hello. This is Tim Law with Playing It Forward Coaching and Self-Reliance U. I am elated to have a young lady that I've known for a long time, Ellie Griffin. And anyway, she's somebody that I've known from the days up in Hancock, New York, and just is a phenomenal young lady. And she's going to kind of tell her story a little bit about her background and everything, and how she got to where she is, and we'll take it from there. So go ahead, Ellie. Just tell us about yourself a little bit there.
Okay, I am a military wife and a photographer, a mother of two, and currently we are in Corpus Christi, Texas. And how we got here. It started a long time ago when I went on an adventure to Texas, and I fell in love with it. And when I came down,
Ellie, I've got to stop you. I
okay.
called you Ellie Griffin. I can't believe I did that.
It's okay.
All right, it's Ellie Leonard. I am so sorry. All of a sudden, I'm thinking that wasn't Griffin. It's Ellie Leonard.
Well, I am. Griffin is my last name.
Oh, it is now.
It is now.
So I was correct.
You are correct. Yeah.
All right.
I know. It's weird. I got married since we.
Right. Okay. I just had a lapse there, and I was afraid. Oh my gosh, did I say her name wrong? So I guess we're good. We're good. Yeah.
We're good. How I got to I have a very, very good photography business going on prior to coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
But prior to that, when I came to Texas, I got a job at the Mayan Princess. And when I got hired there, I told them that I was going to do the job well, and I wanted to, escalate in the business. I wanted to climb the ladder, see how good I could do. And I wound up getting a property management position 6 months after I started that job because I did it the best that I could. And I wanted to move forward. And I wound up getting a 411 unit condo here in Corpus.
Okay.
Yep. And with that, I wound up becoming a family property manager. And that was 4 resorts and 23 HOAs.
Wow.
So that was a great confidence booster that I was able to accomplish that. So, but being a military spouse, I'm not able to bring that everywhere I go. So I wanted to have a career in something that can follow me. So photography came into play, and apparently you can't just jump into that.
Yeah.
I thought since I got a great camera, this would be a wonderful thing to do. So I failed. And I was like, well, this is something I want to do. So I wound up going to school for it. And it took about 1.5 years, but I actually was able to put all those skills that I learned and put them into photos. And Hancock, New York actually was a great supporter of my work and got me to basically where I am.
Fantastic. And obviously, as I said, I've known your family for, my gosh, well, I think it's probably pushing 40 years or so, something like that. It's been a while because you were just knee high to a grasshopper back then, Ellie. That's for sure. You were one of you are the youngest one, right?
I am the youngest one.
Yeah. And Frank and Dennis are your brothers there, and your mom and dad and the other sisters, and a great family, that's for sure. It's interesting you talk about your photography and your obviously the COVID thing has changed some things. What would you say is kind of your biggest or has been some of your biggest business challenges as far as the photography is concerned? Because I also do a fair amount as far as entrepreneurial training, business training, that type of thing. So I'm always curious to hear those stories as far as some of the challenges that you find within the photography business or any business.
It was confidence. It was 100% confidence. I wasn't sure if my work was good enough. I needed validation from outside sources in the beginning of it. And now I have a lot of confidence. I know that there's room to grow, but I also know that when they say that you want to hire a professional photographer, I can actually be in that category. And I didn't have that confidence before.
Sure, sure. Well, it's as you do things a little more often, and you have some of the trips and falls and mistakes and everything, but then as it becomes a little more second nature, the confidence absolutely flows because my background is in teaching and coaching, and as well as being in competitions. And it's the type of thing where, early on, you kind of just get your feet wet a little bit. And there's a great saying is you have to be willing to be bad at first in order to get better, over time. It really does. And now let me ask you this about your photography business, Ellie. What do you kind of specialize in any particular area? Are you kind of niched? Because that would be one of the suggestions that I would make as far as developing a niche.
I would say that I have a niche, but I'm not limited to.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of senior photography, a lot of family photography, but I can also do other things, like composites or proms, real estate. I've, a little bit of everything, but it tends to be mostly family and seniors.
Okay. Okay. Very good. And what's interesting is that, and I'm going to put on my marketing hat right now, there's only 3 parts to any sale or any kind of marketing. And the first one is the hardest one, and that is to secure the client or customer in the first place. That is the biggest challenge. And then after that, the other 2, and this is where things can really start to roll for you. So once you've secured the client or customer, you've given them a good experience, because none of us sell a good service or product. We sell a feeling, state, or mood, or an experience. That's really what we're, how you make that client feel. So once you've secured the client, then you've got the next 2 parts are the frequency of sale. Okay. In other words, being able to go back to them and or pick up referrals from them. And then the other one is the upsell. Okay. In other words, you're there in front of them. That's the best time to ask them, hey, I just saw this beautiful area out in your backyard, the garden area or whatever. How about if we do a few more shots out there? Because the scenery is just so fantastic. And it'd be amazing that right at the point of sale, how you can actually, with an upsell that fits right for the client, that you can actually increase the sale right there. And also tied into that is being able to bundle your services. Once they do a few more, some additional things or whatever, you can actually, bundle these and, charge more, but then give them a better deal as well. Does this make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. And that would, the third one is probably an area where I would need to improve on.
Okay. Okay. Well, and again, it's just a case of, you're obviously very intelligent and just a case of just kind of observe and everything like that. And once you've given them the good experience, then it makes sense that, ask for the referrals. And if you get a referral, you can always come back to them and just say, hey, Mrs. Smith, I got a referral from you for the Jones family. And for your next shoot that I can do for you, I'm going to give you, a 20% discount or 25% discount, because I appreciate it very, very much. And there's no limit to how many referrals you can possibly pick up, doing something like that.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, so right now you said your niche is with families and seniors.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Pretty much. I mean, that's where, have you actually broken down the your results based on certain demographics like that? I mean, have you actually put a pen and pencil or pen and paper to it regarding the where you were able to earn some of your best rates?
I have not.
Okay.
I could definitely give you a ballpark percentage
Yeah.
on each of them.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that 60% is family, and
Okay.
probably 35% seniors.
Okay.
And that last little 5% there, do I have my percentages right? Would be military families.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And little event jobs that would come.
Right. Yeah. Well, and the thing is that when you're doing those little event jobs, that's when you want to be reaching out to them while you're there as far as, hey, it's really been a blast working with you guys or taking your photo shoots. Do you know other, really nice people like yourselves to that you could, refer them to me, and I would love to be able to give you a discount for any referrals that you do send my way, that type of thing. So if that makes sense, just something for you to, use and carry on there, so.
Yeah, if there's an event that lets me put out a table there, I would put some samples of my work, the business card, and I should be promoting it a little bit more that, hey, go over to this table and check it out.
Sure.
But it has helped.
Right. Well, that's excellent. And so it's just so much of it is just developing that rapport with the client or the customer, and then as far as the upsell is concerned, you don't want to oversell somebody, but you don't want to undersell either. If there's an opportunity there in the right moment to do some extra work while you're right there, or even the idea of letting them know ahead of time, hey, I'm going to be in the neighborhood. Do you have any friends in the neighborhood that would like? I'm going to be here anyway, as far as using my services, because I'm going to be here, and I'd be more than glad to do that. And you kind of it's just kind of putting like bread on the water, so to speak, where you actually get them thinking about what you can do and the great services you can provide for
Have them soak it up.
them. Yeah. So that sounds good. What are your other interests, Ellie, as far as other things that you love and you're involved with?
Let's see. Well, I have a 7-year-old, so she's
Okay.
always keeping me busy, always.
Sure.
Prior to moving to here, it was taekwondo, dance, Girl Scouts, getting involved with it. And in no way or shape did I ever want to become a Girl Scout leader. But I got wrangled into that, and that was quite the experience. It was a great one. It was really, really great. But along with all of those things, it comes with crafting. So we have to put a lot of stuff together all the time. So in our spare time, we are making T-shirts. We're making decorations. We're always.
Well, I'm just thinking outside the box a little bit, and maybe within the Girl Scouts, you can have a scenario where you reach out to some of the other Girl Scouts mothers or whatever about your photography business, that they make sure they know about it. Even if you did some, sample things on some of the different things that the Girl Scouts are doing or whatever, you kind of become that person that's taking some pictures and, gifting them to some of these people, because they may, they're going to help you spread that word. So, that's another way you could kind of dovetail what you're doing for the Girl Scouts as well as for the photography business. So just some additional thoughts or ideas there. That's for sure.
Well, hopefully, if we can get a meeting here soon.
Yeah, exactly.
So hopefully that'll come soon.
Sure. Okay, Ellie. If people want to get in touch with you, okay, what is your best number and email to reach you?
Okay, my phone number is 512-507-8849. And my email would be ElaineAGriffin@iCloud.com.
Okay, fantastic. Just repeat them one more time, Ellie. Okay, that's always helpful.
Yep, the phone number is 512-507-8849. And my email is ElaineAGriffin@iCloud.com.
Okay, and it's ELAINE, correct?
Yes.
On your Elaine, because I know that sometimes the Elaine is spelled without the E, but yours has the E on the end.
I have the E.
Very good. Very
and
good.
GRIFFIN.
Excellent. Yeah, it always helps, just because, like I said, all you got to do is be off one character, and they're not going to be able to reach you. So,
right.
Well, Ellie, this has been wonderful. Any last words or last thoughts that you have while we kind of wrap up here?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Just keep always trying.
Yeah,
keep going.
absolutely.
Even when you're, not hitting that goal, keep doing it. You'll eventually get it.
Absolutely. Just stay persistent. That's for sure. So anyway, well, this has been wonderful talking with you, and we'll definitely stay in touch. Please let as many of your contacts know through social media about this video. Ask them to please subscribe to Playing It Forward Coaching, because the more credibility I can get with that site, the more teens and young adults I can help with, spreading the word here and everything. So whatever you can do to get the word around, and then have them see this video that we put together here.
All right, awesome. I'll be sharing it.
Okay. Well, sounds good, Ellie. Well, you take care of yourself, and we'll definitely stay in touch then. Thank you.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.